Well, howdy, everybody. We're going to do this as a take 3, and if it doesn't work this time, then you're just not going to see me. So if you're seeing me, it must have worked, right? Thought I'd come on here and do a quick video because I haven't been on here in a mad minute, and it is now my official birthday month. I decided that everybody seems to be going like it's their birthday month, so it's my birthday month now. My actual birthday is July 4th, but since we're on the 2nd of July, we're going to run with it. It's a cloudy day today. I don't know what the weather is. I guess we can find out. Let's see. It is, I don't know. Still trying to figure out this phone. I will figure it out yet, though. Now I don't know where the weather went. Where's the weather? It's kind of hard figuring out these new phones, isn't it? No. Let's see. I can do it on my old phone, which I still have here. I just grab my old phone and do it. Well, I don't know. It is 73 degrees right now. Feels like 73, partially cloudy. With 90% chance of rain today. We've already had some, 81% humidity. The wind is 5 miles per hour. It is, let's see, sunrise is at 5:59 a.m. and sunset will be at 8:32. And tomorrow it's going to be nice out. It's only going to be 10% chance of rain, which will be nice. I don't know why all day today I felt like it's Saturday, and it's not. It's Sunday. It's Friday. That's how messed up my week has been. Uh, I've been dealing with a lot of depression issues lately. You guys know that, and this week has kind of like been a really, really dark depression. There's a number of reasons why I'm depressed, none of which I really want to go into on here. And I've always had depression issues, and I always will. It's in my family DNA, and I also am bipolar 2, have PTSDs, and high anxiety. So I probably need a change in my medication. I take a very low dose antidepressant / anxiety med, which is basically Cymbalta, I think. But I've been on it for a number of years now. I probably need to change it to something else. Like I said, there's a lot of reasons why I'm depressed, and I'm working on those reasons because I can only fix myself. I can't fix anybody else. I can't have anybody else fix me. I need to do the work and fix myself, and I am working on it. But I don't feel like sugarcoating. Hey, honey, it's really loud.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be quiet.
Okay, if you guys hear, it's Brad doing the dishes, and they need to be done, so we're just gonna, work through it. Because the kitchen is literally just right there. But I'm don't feel like sugarcoating it. That's why you're not seeing as many videos from me. And you probably will start to see more videos from me, hopefully. Looks like I said, I'm taking a lot of steps. I don't want to talk about what those steps are until I actually start doing them, in case something were to change. But I am working hard on coming to terms with some of the reasons of my depression, some of the things, traumas that have happened in the past. And, those are all very personal. There are things that have happened in my past that I won't probably talk to anybody ever about. And that's just the way it is with life. I just probably won't ever talk to anybody about them. I have never talked to a counselor about some of them, or Brad or anybody. So, some of them I've pushed so far back that I really don't want to remember all of the details. And I know that happens with a bunch of us. I'm not special in any regard today. except for the ability to want to keep pushing myself. I have overcome so much stuff, and I will continue to overcome. You know, you guys normally get the silly, happy side of me, but sometimes I just want to keep it real, and I don't want to really feel like I need to um, be Miss Fake Bubbly. You know, when I'm happy, I'm happy. When I'm sad, you guys know it too. I have been doing some artwork lately. I do really enjoy having my art studio in my room. I'm really enjoying that. I really think us having separate bedrooms is really a good thing because there are some nights when I'm going through this and I'm maybe cycling on an upper part of bipolar um, that I will have so much trouble sleeping. I will sleep for 2 or 3 hours maximum. And then I'll hit kind of a wall like I did yesterday, and I ended up sleeping in a lot later than I wanted to. And then I also sat in this chair here and slept for 3 hours, which I do not normally do. That was just, I couldn't function any longer. I was so overly tired, I could not think straight. So, hey, the ice maker needs water,
Okay.
or it sounds like it does.
Yeah.
Ooh, the ice maker makes this whiny sound when it needs water. Um, the new puppy is working out really wonderful. The only issue we have with her is she did not seem to be housebroken when they said she was. But she's getting, I think, better about that for the most part. I mean, she's still kind of nervous, still finding her bearings. Her milk glands are finally drying up. Poor little girl. She was so swollen and hard and stuff. They're finally starting to swell or to go down. She's very attached to me, loves me to death. The other dogs are very accepting of her. Um, and they'll even love on her and stuff. Nixie is a little mother hen by nature anyway, so she'll love up on her. You know, we do have her now in a crate at night or when we leave the house because with her not being all the way housebroken and stuff, she will even wet on my bed, and so then you feel like you can't really get a good night's sleep because you know, and she's so tiny and stuff that you can hardly tell when she squats. So and she was already kennel trained, crate trained, so she goes in there very nicely. We bought one. Those wire ones are only like $20, so we bought one, and that's nice. And I also will put her in that when we leave the house, or if we were doing some traveling. But the rest of the time she's always out, and we've been working on the potty training issue, uh, and that's getting a little bit better. But other than that, love her to death. She's starting to play more and more. And yeah, she's very much a cuddle bug. She's right down here between my feet right now. Yes?
Can I throw something in about all of that?
I don't know.
One of the things that has always really, really impressed me with you is how well you can integrate animals. I know both of us were concerned about bringing a new dog into the mix with.
Yeah, very concerned.
Yeah, and Nixie acts like she's Jelly's mother, and Charlie kind of acts like Jelly's just an insect to overlook, but he loves her up too.
He loves her up too, and the cat even does.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I am so impressed, and I've seen you do it countless times before. But you get all my respect on,
thank you.
What you're able to do with the animals.
Well, I think your biggest key is if you're thinking about bringing in a new pet and you have existing pets, make sure the existing pets are very well loved up on. Don't give just all your attention to the new dog or cat. make sure those existing animals know that they're still very loved. Um, and I was really concerned, especially about Nixie at first. And she didn't come around me too much for the first couple of days. And then I kept begging her, and what I do is have Brad take Jelly Bean. And so I could love up on Nixie, and I could love up on Charlie, and they still all got their tea. I can't say the whole word, because, that'll be a whole new thing. But, so then, after a couple of days, they were fine. They never were just off. Like last night, we usually seem to watch TV in my room at night. And we'll sit on the bed along one side of it, and I will illuminate and we'll watch Criminal Minds. And at one point in time, Brad laid down on the bed because, his back was really hurting and his hip too. And, Jelly Bean right away goes over to him and she's cuddling with him and playing with him and stuff. And then Charlie gets up there and he's being a Charlie, and I didn't realize how big he is until we have the Jelly Bean. I call her Little Bit sometimes because, and then last night, all three dogs have been sleeping with me lately. The two big dogs were on the bed for a while. They kind of know. Jelly Bean goes to bed, and then it's like, oh, it's time for us now to love up on Mom even more and stuff. And they Oreos me because all of our dogs always seem to be primarily black, gray, white. And so Jelly Bean fits right in. So I always call it the Oreo sandwich because, my skin color. And then the two big dogs are black and, they're squishing me. So, yeah. But, so things are going on. She gives me a lot of joy. She will get me laughing and, loving up on her. Got such a sweet little face. So I'm working hard on stuff. Here in a little bit, I'm going to be cleaning house. And then this evening, I finally found my wood burning kit that Brad got me for Christmas. And you know what? I looked in the same spot in my room 3 or 4 times. Well, this time, because I'm looking all over for this wood burning kit. And so I look out here, and I'm looking in the kitchen, and then I'm like, I could have swore I had put it on this one shelf, and I started taking everything off, and way there in the corner, there it was. So, I didn't realize it came with all these different stencils and all these different tips, and I'm very excited to play with it. So tonight, I plan on doing that a bit. And then tomorrow is dog day. I need to give both girls a haircut. And then I need to clip everybody's nails. And then I need to treat them all. I do the flea and tick. I do this, and then I have one for small dogs also. So I like to do them all at the same time and write it down so I know they're all have been done. And so yeah, tomorrow will be devoted to that. And then also I am working on a great big painting I want to finish tomorrow night. And then Sunday I'm going to finish doing Grandma. We thought about doing a diamond painting of his grandmother, and I'm almost done with it. We thought about going tomorrow to the festival they're having, but I don't know. It's supposed to be quite warm out tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah, because like today it's supposed to rain, but tomorrow, let me see. It is supposed to be, well, not supposed to be. It's supposed to be 84. So, but I don't know if there'll be any shade. Excuse me. Those places can be expensive, you know. And I just don't know. I don't think we're going. And I'm a little concerned about leaving my dog. The reason I'm concerned about leaving the dogs is because If it gets dark at 8:32, that's when sunset is, then people are already shooting off fireworks and guns. We live out in the country. So it doesn't seem to bother little bits or, Jelly Belly, but it does bother the big dogs. They're very scared of that. And they don't seem like anybody's really doing anything locally Sunday, actual for. But I don't know. I don't want to waste the money. We've had Brett. Okay, we normally get our groceries delivered by Walmart, but this is like the fourth time we've had a problem with them. And I pay a monthly subscription, or I was, to get Walmart groceries delivered and stuff. And then they'll hit you with, well, the drivers don't work for Walmart, so we don't know what to do if nobody came to get it. The other day, I tried to order groceries. They're supposed to be here between 6 and 7. Brad faithfully waited by the front door for them to show up. It's after 8, and I say to him, because I was in the bedroom, I'm like, did they ever come? And he said no. And he finally was calling the store and stuff, and they're like, well, part of your order is sitting here. No, just everybody's gone home, and nobody bothered to come pick it up. And they were very nonchalant. Well, maybe tomorrow. And it's like, no. Absolutely unacceptable. Part of that order was our dinner that night. And also, this wasn't the first time. And to act like you don't even really care and stuff. So then we tried to order pizza from Domino's. But we hadn't eaten all day except for a granola bar and a banana. And this is 8 o'clock at night, a little bit after 8. Well, I thought I'd ordered it, and then I get a phone call, and it says Crumb on it. Well, I don't answer my phone unless I know who you are. And it flashes on my screen who's calling. I pay a subscription fee for that. So I didn't answer it, and then I see when I'm going to check my voicemails, because I had 8 voicemails, that all of a sudden there is, from whatever his name was, from Domino's, and you had 5 minutes to call them back, or else they cancel your order. They're extremely short-staffed, and it's over a 2-hour wait right now for pizza delivery. So I call him, and he said, oh yeah, the order's been canceled. And did I still want it because it was now going to be 2 hours and 15 minutes because they're short staffed? I'm like, no, never mind. We end up eating egg sandwiches because, yeah, that whole fiasco. Then I started to do an order through Food Lion because some of these were groceries that we really needed. And then I'm like, I'm not really finding that great of prices on some stuff, produce and stuff. So I go over to Aldi. And, the Instacart is not that expensive. And I really do like it. And I like Aldi's produce. And their meat's a little more expensive. So we'll probably have to get the meat somewhere else. But I really do like their produce. Don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, they've got some this cantaloupe is huge. The produce, for the most part, is cheaper. And it's better. So we're very happy with that. I got nectarines, I got peaches, I got plums, I got pineapple. What else did I get? Strawberries.
Strawberries.
I think that's it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I had one of the nectarines.
Yeah.
And they're a little underripe.
Right.
But at least that nectarine had taste to it.
So maybe you need to pull a few out to let them ripen. But,
yeah.
And the cantaloupe, of course.
Yeah.
Too. So, I mean, really nice produce. How do you think the meat looked?
The pork looked really good.
Okay. Did you divide it up yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's one of my projects
Okay.
here in a little bit.
So the only thing I forgot was to get coffee creamer. So Brad's gonna stop Monday. We've got some prescriptions that'll be ready at Harris Teeter, and that's where we'll get our prescription. And he'll get creamer then. But yeah, so I was like, but yeah, Instacart, I really like it because you get that individual shopper, and they go ahead and even say, okay, before we start shopping, there may not be enough of like calzones. So I had ordered like pepperoni. Would it be okay if they substitute it with blank? I'd ordered the calzones and the Philly cheesesteak inside, and they wanted to substitute it with like buffalo chicken. It's like, no. So then you just don't get that if they're out. But I really do like uh, that. And Aldi's gave us some really awesome bags this time, you know. So we were dealing with that. But then let me tell you, so Brad yesterday, the store manager assured Brad the night before that, or maybe it was just the pickup manager, I don't know who it was, that the money would be returned promptly to our account. You know, 'cause they take that money out right away. Well, yesterday afternoon, that money still wasn't in our account. Brad got the runaround by some individuals we're sure were not here in the United States. And you could tell they were reading a very, very scripted reading, and Brad pointed that out. Brad was nice, but he was very professional and gave it to him. And I tell you what, he had to call the store. He talked to the new store manager. The poor guy had only been there a couple of days. And they initially, on the phone, had offered us a $10 gift card. And then later on, they offered us a $20 gift card. Still not acceptable. Last night, he had the pickup and delivery manager called after Brad talked to the store manager, and they offered a $80 gift card, which we accepted. But I canceled my subscription the night before. You know, they're not the only game in town. Now, I do like Walmart.com for the most part, but you see, this is the kind of flea and tick, you know, and you run this from between their shoulder blades, there's a vial, down to the tip of their tail. Well, I ordered another one of these through.com, and one of the vials busted open. Big mess within the box and stuff. Well, thing I don't like, though, a lot of times if you're trying to do returns, they want you to go to the local store. Now, on that product, they didn't, but it can be a real pain. But I got that taken care of. The only thing I don't like about Aldi's and the Instacart is Aldi's does not have any phone numbers that you can call. And the reason they say is because they're short staffed. So that's kind of a bummer. But I did take care of that because they shorted me one of the hamburger rolls. So got that taken care of. But yeah, it's been our adventure. But I was proud of Brad because he was, you know, he was very nice and very professional, but you know he was very direct and to the point, and you know, and especially with his background with storefront retail and some of this line song and dance they were giving Brad, he already knew was a song and dance as he'd heard it many times, and like no, not acceptable. So you know where they went from, it was going to take a week to get the money back in our account. He's back in our account last night. So if you run into that, be persistent, be professional and polite, but keep after them because, you know, they take that money out instantaneously, you know, and they put a hold. And I'm used to it taking even up to a week for them to adjust if there's a price difference or they were out of something, but not when we have to cancel the entire order because, you know, even though you tell us the driver don't work for you, and I understand that, then don't have me pay a monthly subscription fee and tell me how delivery and everything is going to be free. And you know, why do I set it up with through you guys for a time and stuff? if it wasn't set up through you guys, and it was set up through, let's say, I know Lyft is doing some of that, I think now, that would be totally different. Or if I had hired a personal shopper, that would be totally different. But, what Brad was telling him is, we're two handicapped people. It's hard for us to run up and down the stairs of our home to bring groceries in. That's why we have them delivered. We have a whole system. We have a collapsible shopping cart that we use. We also have a utility cart, and it's got a great big box on it that we put the other stuff in. We're ready. But we just can't, for now, run up and down the stairs repeatedly. We're not spring chicken.
Can I say something on that whole mess?
Yes.
One of the things that I learned a lot on business models is when I worked for the dealership. Because at the dealership, they had so many scripts that when a customer asked something, we were supposed to say da 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 exactly how they had it scripted out. And I used to irritate a couple of my supervisors.
Not you.
I know, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because I refused to recite these lines like in the script. And I would follow the basic plan, but I would change it.
Right.
And when I hear three different people telling me the exact same line, three different ways. So, okay, I'm done.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No.
It's my vape. It's not smoke. It's just vapor, but.
Look through the steam.
Yeah, see, I made my own vape juice, and it's got no nicotine in it, but so when it's fully charged, I'll talk about these for just a second. I love these. These are the smoke, I think they're called knots, but it's a smoke free, and they're like $18.99 for this, and it comes with two of these different cartridges, and then you can get the coils. But this is, let me show you the whole tank. If you're a vape, if you're not, ignore this part. This is the whole thing. You can replace the coil, and of course you can fill it with your vape juice, which this one is full, and then you click it in. And this one doesn't even have any, you don't have to mess with any buttons being hit. Like if I put it in, I have a little case. I can keep three of these in. But I really like it. It's very smooth. And you'll have a little light come on. Anyway. So, yeah, he laughs because, I don't vape very much anymore. If I'm really stressed out, like I have been as of lately, my anxiety and stress has been just getting the best of me, I will vape more. If not, then I will vape less. So anyway, I end up ordering some stuff from Walmart because, we are a high class operation, and we have these shelves literally all over our house. We have them in the bedroom. We have them in the kitchen. We have them in the front room. We're going to have some in Brad's room. We're going to have some in the other room. The in bedroom, which is, you have the master bedroom, which is what I have. And it has a bathroom off of it. And then off of the bathroom is a walk-in closet. Now, I have mainly, stick with me here, I have like a bajillion comforters. Because when we lived in the other trailer, it was easier and a little less expensive to go buy another comforter than to have to wash all these comforters that didn't fit in the little bathtub washing machine that I had.
And
so
we love that bathtub washing machine.
We did. We gave it away when we moved to a couple that had lost everything in a fire, and they're still using it. I mean, that thing did a bajillion loads of laundry. and then I would, go have it on a drying rack or outside. But I never put underwear outside. I just won't do it. Anyway, so we have the large walk-in closet is where half of it is where Angel's cat litter box lives and the cat litter and all that other stuff. And then the other part is a bajillion, and it is a bajillion comforters and blankets that we put in clean, unused, brand new 13-gallon kitchen bags because it's just easier for us to drag said kitchen bag through our house to remake beds and to get. I would like to take them all out though, and I ordered 6 more set of shelves because we're high class operation. Each set of shelf, which is like this one, is $15. So they easy to put together and they're inexpensive and they're pretty darn sturdy. So I'm going to be able to put a couple of those in that closet and take all that laundry out of the bags and fold the comforters and stuff and the blankets, and so it'll look a lot neater than it does now because it's driving me a little nuts. So I'm hoping I can have one small section of this closet that actually hang up some dress shirts I have. So then Brad needs a couple for his room. And we'll probably have a couple in the in bedroom is slightly larger than Brad's room. It's almost the same size as the master bedroom, but he elected to take the smaller bedroom for his room, and then basically he's going to be using probably over half of the in bedroom for his tools and to set up a nice resin station, and also will be where he can have his rock tumbler going. In that room will live a little bit of my craft stuff and yarn. So, and whatever else we need. Right now we're not putting the twin bed in either, in that in bedroom because the chances of us having somebody come visit and actually stay here are probably really small. I have to be honest and say I don't even know if my daughter still lives in the next town over or if they've moved away. And that's pretty sad. But, that just kind of hit me this morning.
Yeah.
That if they have moved, I don't know when we would ever see them again.
Yeah.
But, if they've moved and not said anything, then,
Yeah. Well,
it is what it is.
She brought out some stuff that when they moved from Wyoming that.
Was supposed to be given back to Brad.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff from
his mother's house.
My mom.
And she never has. So I don't even know if they live the next town over or not anymore. And if they've moved, then, and it wouldn't be the first time that she's done that. And that's life. And I'm not going to dwell on that because I can't control what she does.
Yep.
She wasn't raised that way. She was raised better than that, but I can't make her choices for her, nor would I even try. When you're an adult, you don't want other people telling you how to be. So, but I don't know why I was bringing that up.
I don't know. Oh, it was about the guest bedroom not knowing.
Oh, about the guest bedroom, so why set it up as such? If we have somebody stay, we do have the twin bed and stuff. We could plunk it down here even in the front room at night, or, just throw the mattress down here. We do have a couch. So, we'll work that out. But I'd rather have it be, honey.
Oh, it might be noisy again.
Yeah, could you just stop for just a little bit? Because there's so much noise from you right now. It's just really distracting.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes I try to make my videos when Brad's not up moving around because he kind of forgets that, Can you just sit for a couple more minutes? Let me wrap this up, please.
No problem. Take your time.
Okay. But, Yeah, if we have somebody stay, we'll work that out. But I'd rather have him have a space where he can go do some things. It's really important to me that you have time to do some, at least with me, creative things. I have to create. That's my outlet. I write, I create artwork, I do other crafts. That's how I cope with stuff. I'm not a drinker, never have been a drinker. You know, might have a drink, two drinks is the max for me. Um, I don't usually drink at all anymore, and I've never been into drugs, so of any kind. So, and now I can't. I quit smoking a long time ago. I think it'll be what 8 years this summer, and I can't stuff my face with food. I'd like to, but I can't. And like my blood sugar reading this morning was 101. That's pretty darn good. We need our. Oh, we did take them. Um, so I'm not taking my fast acting insulin hardly at all now. I wouldn't be too surprised if she doesn't pull me off of it. Because most days I'm not taking it at all. And we're careful about what we eat. Last night for dinner we had uh Brad made tuna salad. I love his tuna salad. I adore. He want to make me happy. He made me tuna salad, and I just tuna salad and tomatoes, and they were some homegrown tomatoes out of our that we grew. They're the little cherry tomatoes, and they're the yellow ones. And then he slices cucumbers in a way that you can use them like the crackers. And so I put the tuna fish salad on that and eat them. I love that. It's a nice, little bit lighter meal. It's a great summertime meal. And then we got in, the called pretzel crisps, and they're like crackers, but they're like, the pretzels that are really flat. We got in some that were the garlic parmesan. Now, if you haven't tried those, they're even better than the everything ones. And I mean, it's just the right amount of garlic, and it's garlic powder and onion powder, and it's actual parmesan, and it's not got as much salt in it, and the carb count is really good, and they are just like sometimes you can get like it where the garlic can be overwhelming, or it can be almost non-existent, and they are just perfect. We doing?
I was going to bring out a bag of each so you could show them, because I love those pretzels that you found
Oh
because
yeah,
of the lower salt.
yeah. That's what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
And because we do order a lot of stuff from Walmart.com. I ordered in like 3 cases of canned dog food. We use the pedigree. It has to be with the gravy, or else they're unhappy. So we give them the rice now. We give them a pouch, just the crumbly stuff, and then a can of dog food. Mix it all together and then divide it between 3 dogs. But then they have their dry too. So let me show you. Well, let me show them this one first. These are, they're about 3 times as much as price-wise as the cheapest Great Value. But they're square shape. They have so much less salt, you guys, and they have a really nice flavor. And they're about what, $2.68 or something a bag, where you can get the Great Value for 87 cents. But they are just, I might as well go lick a salt lick, because it's that much salt, and I just can't do it. So these are really, really good. So I don't know if it's the same company.
I don't believe so.
It's probably not. So then I had a long time ago, we had bought some like this, but they were chocolate covered and they were from Sam's Club. This is way before I was a diabetic. But these are really good. They're about the same price. They're by Snack Factory, and they're the pretzel crisp. This one is the everything. And you'll see it's got the sesame, and it's got the poppy, and you can taste the garlic and the parmesan. They're real good. I don't care for the plain one of these that they sell. And then what's even better now, we have not tried the honey mustard ones yet. They don't carry them at Walmart.com. You don't get some of this through Walmart.com. Is these the pretzel crisp and the garlic parmesan? These, you guys, are the bomb.com. Now you can eat them with a dip. You can eat them with the cheese. You can eat them plain. You know, they're really a nice alternative to potato chips. You know, we get this stuff. A bag of these will last me well over a week. I'll have some every night. I love these. And I like the other ones. They're filling. They're not near as high in carbs. You know, sometimes I'll have those with a little bit of Nutella. You know, because it's just like chocolate covered pretzels, right? But you're not using near the Nutella, just a little tiny, you know, not dipping the whole thing. It's just like a corner one in there, right? I'll measure out my Nutella, and that's all I'll have of that. And I only let myself do that once or twice a week. You know, probably tonight. Seems to be a Friday night thing that I'll have some Nutella with my. What'd you do?
I dropped the bag.
And while he makes dust out of them.
Fine.
But I was telling you guys this because it helps with the carb monster. And we also do rice cakes. So we have. Brad likes the caramel ones. I don't care for the caramel ones that much. I love the chocolate rice cakes. And even have little tiny chocolate chips in there. That's good if you really crave chocolate. And then what we have, there's cheese ones.
Yeah, I believe they're the nacho cheese.
And then the apple cinnamon Brad really loves too.
Yeah, I like putting a thin layer of peanut butter on.
Right, and that helps when you takes place of, I would say, Pop-Tarts. And, you know, any kind of Little Debbie's that you would want. You eat that instead because you're diabetic. And
well, and it used to be with those rice cakes that I would end up putting half a jar of peanut butter.
Well, yeah, I mean, everything in moderation. I mean, it's like I love bagels, but I don't have them that often. I think we usually keep them frozen or in the fridge. You know, because it's like a loaf of bread we'll have for well over a week sometime. Because we just don't go through it near as fast. I mean, thank goodness. But yeah, we've been enjoying some nights we'll have just like cold cuts and cheeses and, you know, always some fresh veggies, usually cucumbers and tomatoes. And, you know, kind of a smorgasbord type thing. Brad'll have some crackers, might have some of those pretzel crisps. But that's a nice alternative. I can't eat too many salads. I'll have a salad once in a while, but if I eat too often, I'll get really sick to my stomach and stuff. And Brad's just not a huge salad. Now, he'll eat all the components of a salad. If you lay him out on a plate minus the lettuce, he'll eat the heck out of them. He's been eating more peppers lately, just your normal sweet peppers, because they actually have more vitamin C in them than an orange. So, and he loves them. And he loves to munch on mushrooms. This man loves to eat him some raw mushrooms. Right?
I have never claimed to be normal.
Right. And you know, Mount Olive is in this state. And they're the ones that do the pickles and stuff. They're in this state. I wouldn't mind going through their if they ever do tours of their little facility.
Yeah, and I think they're only like an hour away from us.
Yeah, they are. They're not very far. So, that's pretty cool. So, anyway, now that I've talked your ear off, let me show you real quick. I've been doing some hats, and then I'll let you all go. Y'all. So, anyway, there's this hat that done, and the patterns are just ones I made up. That's all. So, there's this one. And this one. And this all like this white and this one which had the green on it too is all that Chanel. I couldn't remember. Chanel. And I bought it. It was little. It's like half skein. But I bought it at the Dollar Tree, y'all. I love working with it. So nice and soft, especially for brims of hats and stuff. You know how that can kind of irritate your head. So I really like using that. So that's what I've been doing. I have another one on the loom, of course. I sit and work on those every night while we're watching Criminal Minds. Um, and because I'm gonna have a whole mess of hats ready for this fall. Anything else?
Not that I can think of, sweetie.
So now I have to do housework. So I must. So anyway, I love you guys. I just thought I would check in. I may seem okay, and for the most part today I'm better than yesterday. I'm not as down as I was yesterday. Can you tell that?
Yeah.
And part of it is I got more sleep, and I'm working on that. I'm going to tell you guys this real quick, and then I'll let you go. I have a huge problem with sleeping. I'm afraid of the dark, and that's just because there are bad things that happen in the dark, and that feeling stems from my childhood. My childhood. And my first marriage, too. So bad things happen in the dark, and so I do have to have like a low level light. And I do that with like I have a salt lamp, and then I usually have, my tart burner is one that will give off some light too. So but it's like I don't want the day to end because I'm afraid I might miss something. And I've always been that way. And poor Brad, when we did share a room, he's always like, "Why don't you take your glasses off and lay all the way down?" One of the things I'll do is like if I sit on the edge of my bed, even if I'm writing and on my small laptop in the bedroom, and then I'll literally just fall straight back, so my feet are still on the ground, right? And I will fall asleep. And who cares? I'll wake up an hour or so later and crawl over to the side of the bed and crawl all the way in bed. Take my glasses off then too. But yeah. So I'm working on letting myself just go to sleep because I'm really tired about midnight or so, and then I just keep going. And I'll go past that threshold of, see, and I take a lot of medication at night and in the morning. And so I've passed that threshold of when that medication made me super tired. And so now I'm overly tired, like a little baby, but cranky and can't go to sleep. And there's nobody there, that's gonna swaddle me. Well, I'd smack him upside the head to try to swaddle me. But yeah. So I'm working on that.
I remember a few months ago when I asked you why you were so afraid to go to sleep.
Yeah, and I don't know why, and I really fight it, and I always have, um, and I know it sounds kind of funny, but it's one of the things that actually kind of helps me is being in the room alone. Because, and it's not that I've ever been afraid of you, but it's just like I'm in the room alone, and you know, and I got the big dog on the bed, and because he'll dive under the bed and bark. But yeah, so I'm working on that because I get so overly tired, and then I'll go, like I said, for a week or two with 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night until I hit a wall and I just literally can't think at all, and bam. And so, there's a lot of work to be done. I have a lot of goals I want to do, and and a lot of places and things I want to see in my lifetime still. So working on it. And Brad's been working hard on himself too. He's going to physical therapy twice a week. He's pushing it hard. They tell him to do 30 exercises. He does 50. And he's getting where he is able to walk a little bit better. Well, quite a bit better. Sometimes he's even walking for short distances in a room without a cane or anything. And that's not easy to do, but you know. And plus the doctor, he saw the doctor Tuesday. I was with him. He really likes his new primary care doctor who happens to be my doctor, and she really listened. She took her time with him. In fact, we closed that clinic down, man. Everybody else was gone. And but she really took her time. She changed a lot of his medicine up. You know, he started a new diabetic insulin pen that you only take once a week, which is pretty cool. And you know, changed up some of his other medications, and we'll see how it goes. She didn't think he needs to see a neurologist right now, so we're gonna try some other stuff first. And important thing is he really likes her. She really listened to him. She took her time. She was there after everybody else, and she really took her time. So it's pretty cool, right, hon?
Yes, it is.
So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm hoping that you're gonna have a great weekend. Have a great 4th of July.
Teresa's birthday.
Yes, yes, and you know that they do the fireworks just because it's my birthday. My grandma told me that growing up, and she wouldn't have lied to me. So you all can thank me for the fireworks. You're welcome. You know, because it's my birthday month. Don't forget that. My birthday month. You know, part of what Brad's was gonna get me is gonna wait until we get like the disability check in and stuff, because I wanted a couple rose bushes that we're gonna put in large pots and stuff. So I just want to be kind of cautious because we're having to have a lot of prescriptions refilled right now, and that can always be kind of scary, right, hun?
Yes, it can.
So anyway, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome. And we will talk to you guys hopefully in a few days. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.